Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm going to just write down what time this is going to go till, because I don't want to set that thing now, make that beeper noise at you. I forgot to put that up there. I'm in Australia, and so 11:20 I'll finish, maybe. Yes, I'll be around that time, okay. Now, very horrible day here today. Overcast, nasty. Okay, so now, today, I'm working in my sewing journal, and I want to put some of these patterns in here. Some of these ladies' clothes patterns. These are really good size. Sort of the idea still not come to me exactly, but I'm going to be working on it, believe you me. Now, this lady's here, she's going to just, on the corner of this one's shoe, I don't want to cut her arm off. I've actually squashed that middle green one, so I don't know if it's with the green clothes. I don't know if I can get her out, because I've pressed her in the middle. Maybe it'll still sit in the book all right. We'll see what happens anyway, because we don't know what we're going to do with them yet. We're just working on this, okay? I like to get one of our skirts, actually, that we have here. And that includes the cutting out and everything. I suppose it could do. Anyway, so I've got those. Okay. Now, I do have another thing that I wanted to do today with that. Now, I have this piece that I found in something. It's got buttons on, but it's too big, isn't it? Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, that's surprising me. I'll just show you that other thing in a second. Hang on a second. Well, that just works. That just goes on the page, doesn't it? That's really cool. That fits on the page. I don't know where I got these. I've got no idea. I did have a look through some of my stuff this morning, only a small amount, because I come in here a bit later. But I, excuse me, I can probably throw out a fair bit of it. Now, I have these ones as well, these on the fabric. Where is the rest of that? Is it over here or the other way? Might be over the other side. I'll just give you a quick look at in a minute. This one here that I finished. This is a little booklet that I made. Remember we were making that? I didn't know what I was going to put on the cover. So I just put bits on, and first of all I collaged the back of it with bits and pieces of pattern, and then I put these little bits on there. Didn't want to make it too over the top, because I didn't want to take over from anything else that's on here. So I thought then those two pages really go together well now, don't they? And I'm going to leave that in there, so that whoever gets this, they've got this nice piece of fabric here with a picture on it, and they can just use it and do some sewing on them, maybe, if they want to. Now, these ones here I've got today that I want to work with, to put something down, something on the thing, and I've also collected these up this morning for using in here as well, the sewing machines. This one here was the first practical machine. It was made in 1845. Eliza Howe patented the first practical sewing machine. That there, with that, I want to put all that in there as well. So I'm going to need to incorporate these into my book somehow. These into my book somehow. And the buttons into my book somehow. Okay? Right. And I have this dear little thing, and I thought that's a nice little piece. I can put that onto something as well. Right, now let me see. We'll have a look at this now. I need to cover these pages a bit. I don't want them so over the top. You know, I don't want them really taken over. So maybe if one of these are fussy cut a little bit better than what they are, or a couple of them. What have I got in that, on this one here that I did with these ladies? don't know if I want to do this exactly the same thing, but something in that way. A minute. These colours look good together. They do. I'm going to have to trim them down a bit further, aren't I? Put them onto something and use them as a... I haven't used many flip overs or pockets, have I, in here? I don't think so. No, there's a few pockets. Yeah, got a bit of everything, really. Got a bit of everything. What about if they go next to this one here? Some of these ladies aren't very happy, but then they are drawings. So that's good. That one's not very... They look okay, I suppose. Right. We're going to turn these into something. We do? I think I'd rather start with the machines. Oh, hang on a minute. Have I got this here and that there? Let's put these into somehow. Maybe. Move the book. It'd be easier if I move the book. Okay. Now. Okay. Looking good on this. This could be some sort of a flip thing, a flip page, maybe. About them. That one. 3. 3 is good. I'm just doing 2 seconds thinking. They probably need to go onto something cut out. The background is different. I suppose this is white under the back. It could be a colour though, couldn't it? Would be good. I do have this green here, but there's not a lot of this. Okay. No, now I've got something in my head. I'm going to use this lady, even though she has got a crease. Doesn't matter. Better pair of scissors than that would be a good idea. Sonya, where's the little ones? You just had a minute ago. Oh, they're sitting here next to me. Okay, so let's do this one. And I think I'm going exactly, which I didn't really want to. I wanted to just leave a little bit of white around the edge of it because, I don't know, it's a little bit hard when you can cut out the fingers and stuff like that, isn't it? You don't want to chop them off. And see, she's got a bracelet on. I don't want to have to be zigging and zagging around that too much. Okay. Okie dokie. So, I noticed that my comments have been taken off my videos. Not taken off, but people haven't been allowed to comment. Doesn't make me happy at all. I've been talking to them at Google about this. They sent me an email to say that they've taken down comments off hundreds of, or actually they said millions of videos because of the fact that they might have something to do with children and might attract the children. This I don't like at all, but I can't really do anything about it, so, can I? I mean, if they're doing it to everybody else, I always thought that other people were just blocking the comments because they didn't want people to comment. But obviously Google are doing that. And that makes me a bit sad because, anyway, they still get paid for the ads that they put up on our channel. So, best, I suppose, just to leave it alone. I suppose there's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, if you do like what I put up there, just give us a thumbs up and that'll help me. You know, it really will. Give me a thumbs up. I'm nearly to 12,000 subscribers. And I never ever dreamed that I would do that far. No way in the world. But it seems to have stopped now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh, look at these little hands. Because even though the money is not the thing, it's the fact that people like to watch what I do and learn, you know, from me. You know what I mean? gives me interest, and even though it shouldn't be upsetting when people leave thumbs down and things on there or don't comment, it is. We're human after all, aren't we? We're not robot-y things. If I put this round in, it might look alright. It's a bit of green. This is actually a old paper, it's called, and it's a distress ink from Rangers Distress Ink. If I sit it on there, you're not going to see it coming out through the other bit. Right. Now, thought I might use the holes. I don't know how, but I thought I might make use of the holes in here, but I was just going to use the bit in the middle. This has not got any green on it at all. Yeah, that's a bit better. A little green background just means for arms a little bit green. She don't mind. Sure she wouldn't. Set her up on here and see what happens from there. A bit there's bent so it's not put it down straight. I'll move it over a tiny bit. I hope I got myself in the shot here. I don't know if I've been up on here since I was up town again the other day. I don't think I have. I did put up videos, but I'd already had them made. I have to make them up front just in case I get sick any time or something that I can't put one up. I don't like to miss out. But anyway, I did go out and I did speak to the mayor because he came out of the council building as I was going past there, and so we stopped and had a yarn about the bird attacking me, and he told me I should take a bit of bread with me. And someone else told me that they remember you, so I don't think I'll be feeding it. It'll be following me home, won't it? But anyway, not to worry. Yeah, so what did I do? I went to a couple of places, and then I found out too that the Can Assist thing that we used to go to up at the showground, they've actually pulled down the building there already, and they've moved it to a place near the town, right up near the main street, but it hasn't all been sorted out yet, so I intend to go up there sometime, but it won't be soon because I've got things to do, and plus it's going to be raining, and I can't go out there in the rain. That would be a bit silly, wouldn't it, to do that? Now, them things look nice together, don't they? What am I going to turn her into? A pocket or some sort of a flip or something in the middle of there? What does that make, though? I need some sort of construction thing of some sort. I need to construct something to put in it. Rightio. I think I might do away with this. I think it's too big and gaudy. Could make my own anyway around the outside if I wanted to, couldn't I? Do I want that lady just to be playing on a page? Let me see. If she would be playing on a page somewhere. Have to leave some writing space. I think you've seen me finish that. Yep, I think you've seen me finish those. Pretty much fill this bit up here. This one, what have we got here? I don't know if I like the fact that she's not cut out very good, is she? You know? And I know I did that myself, but anyway, there's food for thought there with that, isn't there? Could put it as I don't do many corner things, do I? Should probably do a corner thing. Corner thing, righto. Maybe that sort of corner thing might work. No, you have to have something that you can tuck something into. The foot will be down over the edge. Who cares about that? Does that matter? I don't think that matters. I'm just going to fix this couple of pieces up here that are really annoying me, especially around the hand here. See if I can do this without reckoner. And I might make a corner tuck out of a pocket thing. Put her on that. Her fashion. That's good. There we go. We've got a bit of that off there now. There's not so much around it because the hand looks funny. Oh, please don't cut her fingers off. That wouldn't be nice. That's a bit better. I'm going to make this into a corner pocket. It just goes like that. Okay, do it. You can do this, and if it falls off, it won't, because I'm going to glue it on nicely so it won't fall off. I'll put this on here first. Then I've got to cut that thing. Because I'm using a piece of paper that was not the size for a corner pocket, I'm going to be doing some... Oh, it's raining. Sound like I'm surprised, but I shouldn't be. Oh dear. How about that? Is that about right? Don't put a foot on there though. Leave her standing up. Don't stick a foot down yet. Righto. Gonna go across here and down here. That's a bit wonky, but it gives me an idea, so I can just, without me chopping up the lady. So I need to come from the corner. This much of an angle, so that's a bit of a wonky angle, isn't it? How did I do that? I started up there. There's my drawing, that's what it is. I need to find where the blade is. It's going to come down that way. Oh, let's just put this on there and see what happens then. See what happens. Well, hang on, wait a minute. No, that didn't. Oh, yes, it went right. Oh, look at that. But I do have to. No, that way, a bit further. Out there. Right. Well, that's a mess, isn't it? Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Now, I was going to turn this off and go and put this in the bin, but I'm not going to now. I'm going to keep it and I'm going to make it do something for me. I am. Because I don't want to waste it. Okay. So she can sit there. Does this fit in here? Not really. It's bad. It doesn't fit because you need it to go there. See, and that's cut really badly down there. And I do have my eraser here because I said it this morning. I picked it up and I put it here, Sonya, so I could see it. What did I do with that? That's all right. I had this really nice piece of tape measure this morning and it just jumped on the floor and disappeared. Oh, where's the eraser at? Oh, here it is. I've got to take this off here. You know me, I like to make something out of whatever it is I've got without making it look too weird. I'd like to make something out of this. There's a foot off the side of the page even now. Okay. This could be still a tuck, couldn't it? I mean, you know, you could tuck something down in there. I'll take this off here yet. Or I could even do a better thing and do something. Fix it. Where's the... Oh, I'm just going to have to, I don't want to cut her up. Don't want to throw her in the bin. Really want that piece back on there, please. Should be able to do that, shouldn't I? We have this ability to put it back together, don't we? My sticky tape's got... Oh no, now I've lost my inker thing. Oh dear. Oh, I wouldn't have went too far, I heard it. There's a cup there. No, there was a thingy to catch anything like that. There it is. Gotcha. Now, because that didn't go back together very well, are you watching me bodgy things? I'm not doing bodgy stuff, I don't think. I'm trying to make pretty stuff. I suppose I could have turned that into a pocket. That bit. Cut some off the bottom. I don't like my chances of getting her off there, do you? Okay. We'll put that one in the too hard basket and think about that while we make this other one. Okay, is that alright with you? I'm going to do that because it's just what I feel like. I think I need to just look at that a bit more to see what I think about it. These here, we'll definitely want to put on a page like this here. Page, I think. Well, they might turn out better if they're on this one. Oh, where's that other piece? Was green. Got another piece of green here somewhere. Okay, so actually it's not. I've got this piece here now. This is about needlepoint, just turkey work and stuff like that written on these. So lots of nice writings and things about things to do with sewing and stuff. I think I need to cut that a bit straighter. Okay, let's do this. Let's fix this one up. Right. So if that's a straight edge, because that's the side of the page, I'm going to start by using that to straighten things. Then I'll come down here and cut it because it's a bit... Oh no, that wasn't the side. That was not the side of the page at all, Sonia, was it? Anyway, that looks good. Looks like I've got it right. I've done it good. Do not want to cut the words off. Now, which one's which? I'm going to cut along the bottom of this because that one there goes... I don't want to take the right off that either. Okay, so those two. Yep. Well, they're funny looking things, aren't they? But that's okay. Got to start somewhere, didn't they? With what they were doing. They had to start somewhere. Nice bits. That's really skew if, but if I cut this along this edge here, hopefully I can sort the rest of it out by lining up reasonably straight. Nope. And then the bottom, nope. Right, now this bit across the bottom of there, keep going a bit further over. Okay, now the other one I think I'm going to leave. I didn't want to cut that off that, so I've got to... I'm going to straighten it though. I'll straighten this bit without losing that bit. I don't want to lose that bit where it says tension. Oh dear, well it doesn't matter. A little bit of the top went, but that's alright. And then I can just organise that bit for myself there. Okay, now put that down there. Piece of backing for those. And I like this. Of course, I do. I've been putting it all through this book. But I might have the page fully covered with something. What do you reckon? Before I put these on here. Oh, and I've had another idea that's opposed to that one. We have this, right? Okay, so we have that, and we're going to. When we put this on the back of here, is this too thick? It might be. It might just be too thick. Would it matter if I put a piece of music tape on there to cover it? I don't think so. Do you think so? Anything wrong with that? They're sewing machines and they have singer-songers. Right, now I'm being all silly, but I need the background to cover that, and I don't want anything too thick. Oh dear, what have I got in here? I think over here that's not really thick. I suppose that's not bad. This is not bad. Right, it's got a bit of stitching on it. How about that? Maybe this piece. Rightio. We're going to have this piece, people, behind it. Right. The cutting thing, please. The cutting thing. I've got an idea, so I know what I'm doing, hopefully. This is the best cut out bit, but I'm going to have to, it'd be a good idea if I measured this one to see where I've got to go with it. I'm going to use this part, so if you just give me a second till I cut this off a bit. I've got to cut a bit off of here, because that won't fit underneath me. Cutter. Oh dear, I hope I didn't do that. Oh, I did so. I went, why did I do that? I don't know. Don't ask me. Now I'm going to straighten this up. I'll fix it. Nobody panic. I'm going to fix it. Got the right bit for there. We have the technology to do something about that. Okay. Makes the page a lot stronger too, doesn't it? And fairly raining now. I don't know if you can hear it because I can hear the washing machine going. I can hear that. I can hear that rain pouring down out there. Hubby will be pleased. Good for the garden. Must be like the springtime rain or something. Now this is about 1 inch too short. And I'm going to be fixing that by just adding the piece on the bottom. Or the top. Wherever. It has to go. Right. Now I need that down there. How am I going for time? Not really smart. I've got not a lot of time left here, have I? I'm going to glue this on. I can't use my glue stick. I don't think it's what I need for today. Honestly, I don't. Go that way. Okay. What do we go in there? Come on. We don't have any tin roofs. We have tiles. I'd love to have a tin roof so I can hear. When you're out the back or in the bathroom, we can hear it on the tin roof out the back. And the shed roof, you can hear it, but not that way out in here. And after a while, it'll start running off the tree outside. You can hear it dribbling then, off the trees. Can hear that. Oh, come on, let's get up here with this. Come on. Don't stick it down yet, please. Can hear it dribbling now, can't we? Good. I'll put that on there for a pocket. I'm going to do with this first. So I'm going to leave that a minute while I go this way to this. I'm going to put in there. I'm going to make this thingy here, I think. A thingy. With me. Oh, I should have had it wider. I could have made it better if I got a wider thing. Where's a wider piece of this? Wider piece of calico. The only thing I don't like about that is then when I've got to try and see if I can iron it. I don't think I need to worry about ironing it, do I? We'll see what happens when I pull it apart, see if it's alright to do. Okay, scissors. So we've got a bit of calico here, and I'm going to rip it. Whoops, it's only really thin too, so that's good. You can buy all sorts of different weights of calico, and the one that's really thin is good for what I do most times. I'd rather the thinner pieces. You know what, I should have done that way because I could use them for... I'll still use them for pockets. I'll still use them for pockets. But I think I should have did it the other way. And then... Do I want to go and tear out more? Don't know. Don't know if I do. I've got 3. They'll go up and down the page. Am I having too much calico? Wait a minute. Might just be enough just to have it coming out each end of it. What do you reckon? Wish I'd have started with this first, because then I would have been able to do it for you. You could watch me doing it, and that way it'd, you know. But now I'm going to have to do 2 videos of this till I finish it, I imagine. Righto, I like that. I do like that. That's working for me really well. There's 1. Righto. So I'm going to actually sew around here by hand, because that's what I need to do personally, you know. That's what I like to have. Whoops, that's a bit of a bead needle. I don't think I want him today. I have this one here, and there's some cotton in here, right? Because I don't want it to be a different colour yet. I'm going to put on something of a different colour a bit later down the track. We'll see how we go. I'll put this one on first, and then we'll see if we can stitch another one up above that, and how many will fit on the page. The page is 7 inches, isn't it? I think that's too many. I think that's too long. This hasn't got inches on it. Yep, way too long, because I need them to be apart. I need them to be pockets. So I'll do the first one. I'll do this one here and see what occurs to me while I'm doing that. I might glue it down, I think, because I don't want it to go anywhere while I'm trying to do this. I might have to sew a bit through the glue, but I should be right. It shouldn't be too scary. I just have a little bit of calico coming out of each either side of it. Now we can start up here, which I would have liked to have went along there as well. But we'll see how we go. Now I forgot to put a knot in that, didn't I? Come through the same hole. If you do have to undo anything, just put it back through the same hole if you can. Because nobody wants to. And I won't do that. I'm just going to do 1 stitch at a time, okay? Because if you try to do too many stitches, it could tear the paper more, make bigger holes in your paper. And we do not want bigger holes in the paper at all. That's my husband still coughing. He's still sick. He's still sick. He was getting better, but now he's got sick again. I don't know what is wrong with him. He's got another appointment at the doctor's, but it's not until the 5th of this month. And they better fix the poor old fella. I think he's very stressed out all the time, and that's not a good thing for him. Anyway, I don't think it's my fault he's stressed out. I don't think it. Well, don't worry about that. That's for sure, because he's not that sort of person. He gets stressed out of things that is not, I don't know, worries about things that might not ever happen is what his trouble is. I suppose a lot of us get like that. And then you're supposed to wait until things do happen, then just fix it, worry about it. Not worry about it before. Told him that, but anyway. This looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Oh, sorry. Have you been watching what I've been doing or not? You're looking all over the place and you can't find me. I'm here. I'm here. This looks awesome. I love it. See, if I went crazy and put some colour around there, you know how that works for me with different things. With the cotton, it's okay. It's markers that I have trouble with. Oh dear. I've bought so many markers. I've been gifted so many markers, and I've got heaps of markers, and I can't control myself with a marker. I make a mess. Anyway, so this is going through the fabric really well, righto. I was thinking about making some sort of fold down. Oh, I could make like a waterfall thing, couldn't I? There you go, and that way they'll fit on there. How about I do that? When I think about how that will happen. I'll have to sort of figure out that for a second here and see if I can do that. Getting them stitches a bit big now, they turn into lightning stitches. As my mother would have called them, big lightning stitches. Anyway, that come unthreaded, so I'm going to catch that back in there, thread that back up a minute. Yes, over there we go. Might do an ending off. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sneak under the top piece first. I'm going to come... now I'm going to go back down through there. And very carefully try... Oh, what am I doing? I shouldn't have went back through the whole lot. Come back up again. And just sew paper, okay, and I'm going to have to go one stitch at a time because I don't want that to make big gapy holes. Yep, sure is raining. It's really good to have all that nice rain. Really good. I'm still waiting for summertime, but I'm still wanting to be warm. Although it isn't actually very cold here now, because it usually isn't when it's raining. Eh? It's a strange thing, but it doesn't. But it's cold after. Okay, so don't think I've got any fantastic stories to tell you. Other than I did say to the mayor, his name's Ken Keith, and I said to him, because we have Elvis Festival here in January, and I said to him, do you want to hear my thoughts on that? He looked at me. He probably thought I was going to say too much, but I said, I think because there's no virus here, we should definitely not allow it to come in through the Elvis Festival. So he did say to me they were going to have a meeting that afternoon and decide what to do, and they thought they might do it a little bit later on in the year, you know, so it's when everything's a bit better, hopefully. So that's what he said to me. So we weren't arguing or anything. We just talked that way about that. So, but I do feel that, you know, talking to the mayor's not such a... He's a person, and he's there for us people. He's a nice person. Our kids all went to school together with his kids. His daughter and his boys. I don't remember there. I work canteen with his wife, so she's a really lovely lady. That was before he was mayor though, that was way back in the day. Oh, I've got 4. Why was I just putting 3 up there? I've got 4 of them. Goodness. Okay, so that's all right, because I can put them like this. No, hang on, you have to fasten it onto the fabric and then put the whole thing over the top a bit so they flip up like that. Is that right? Wait a minute. There's a book. Let's see my book here. We can go back to this page here and have it on there. I suppose we could just do the 2. But then I wanted to have make some pockets out of it, I guess. They'll need a bit more than that, won't they? That's not a lot, is it? You know, that's not enough interest to it, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe I could just use this, cut this in half. I mean, not in half, take some off the top of this, like so. Oh, goodness me, Sonya, you're going all crooked. Really badly, too. Really badly. Yes, well, I don't mind that. It's okay. So you can put stuff down in there. But then if I made another one that flipped down over the top, another one that flipped down over the top of that, they would fit in there, but they don't look that exciting like that, do they? No, they don't. So we could just do 2 pockets with those on, and then I can do something, you know, interesting on the page, put something on it as well as the fabric behind it. Okay, so that'll be a sort of an idea, and I might go with that one. These are a bit more modern than those ones, I think. This is actually a chain stitch sewing machine, and this is a Koala sewing machine. There's a Jones one, and that is a Singer family sewing machine. So I could have put that on the paper. Okay, now I have that bit that I want to incorporate into this as well somehow. Like I could do a couple of pages, couldn't I? I could do another page with that on it, I reckon. Don't you? You reckon I could do that? Yeah, I think I need to put another piece of fabric under that to turn it into a pocket. And I'll frilly this bit here. I'm not liking it on the green. You know me, I just don't want it on the green. Righto. We're going over here. That's better. Love that. Oh yes, that's better. Much better. Very much so better. Now, righto. We've got our dear little lady. We're not going to forget about her, are we? She's going here somewhere. Or I'll put a different one on. She might have to go in the too hard basket, I think, that lady. Now this is a nice piece that can go alongside of here. I just don't think I've got enough time to sew that other one on just yet. I can glue it onto there though, can't I, for you? And then I can sew it myself. And then we'll come back and... Is it going to fit? Oh dear, there goes the thunder stuff. Oh, not a big fan of that, I can tell you now. I'll glue that on there. Just cut this bit off the bottom. Picked up the worst scissors I own. I picked up the worst scissors. I've got the other pair now. These aren't bad. Alright. Now, put that on there. Nope. You've got to put it down the bottom, Sonya. So you can cut a bit off that. Get this a bit straighter. Be a good idea. I'm going to cut along this line where this piece was pulled out a bit. There we go. Yeah, so I've got to take an umbrella when I go up the street now. It's not very nice, you know, going up the street now. I used to love going for a drive out there by myself with me gopher and that, and going and do a bit of shopping. And now, yesterday or the other day when I went up there was awful because I was worried about the birds chasing me and then the virus up the street. It wasn't fun at all. I just did not have one bit of fun. Did not even go to Vinnie's, drove straight past there twice. Okay, so that's going to go there on that one. I just got a tiny bit over that time, so that's okay. Allow myself a little bit over so I can get a bit of work done on it. I didn't put around the top, did I? Thank goodness for that. So I'm going to stitch around that one. Okay, and then I'm going to put him on there. And that one's going on there. And I've got a piece of this, and I don't know whether I should put that through the centre, down the side, but I definitely do want that on there. That looks nice in there, doesn't it? So these are the pockets. They're pockets, right? That's going to have to be frayed a bit better than that because it's not straight either, so I don't want to cut too much off it though. I still want it to be a pocket. Just not stick it in yet though. I can't put it in yet because I've got to sew around it. That'd be really hard if I did that. There we go. I definitely want this on here somewhere. I'm quite partial to that. I do like how it looks between the two sewing machines though. That looks cool. Anyway, I'm going to have to go, and I'm terribly sorry that we didn't get a lot done today, but it just happens when you're doing these things. I've got to put this I've got to put this in here. This was one of the first pieces I made for this, and I haven't even got it in here yet. It's still wandering around the table here everywhere. Everywhere I go, it's wandering around the table. But I'm not. I don't want to stick it in because I'm thinking I might put something on that part. See, that's the whole idea of that. And this here, well, I'm going to put that across there because I really do love that across there. And then we'll just add a couple of little bits, you know, a couple of buttons maybe or something on here. And I'll come back anyway and I'll show you how it turned out. All right, so thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.